All right, you have some higher echelon cards in here. You have a knight, a queen, two queens, and a king. So it does look like things are calling to you for your attention, integrity, and your skills. So let's start at the beginning. This is the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is a really good it's a really good card. It's kind of the end of a cycle. This is usually when you're kind of enjoying your family and your home. And I know Capricorns, you can be a little homebody, so it does look like you're finding a little bit more joy in your home and that you feel really rest and relaxed. So, you know, some house projects may have come to completion, or things are starting to roll along finally, either financially, emotionally, or spiritually. But it does look like you're enjoying your family and your home a little bit more, and that is your main focus right now. What crosses you is the Eight of Cups. And this does look like there may be some family dynamics that are kind of knocking on your door a little bit. You may have to walk away from some discord where it brings up some feelings. And this feels like a family dynamic that has been in place for generations that's kind of uncomfortable. So neutrality is always best here, especially if it's something you do not want to engage in, or this dynamic that you have kind of purposely stepped out of, and you may have to just walk away. It does feel like people may be handing you things to resolve that aren't yours, so make sure and give it back to them. It looks like you are walking away from a dynamic that hasn't worked for you in quite a while, so we can enjoy our family time without really engaging in the drama and the jive. So that looks like what is the challenge. There looks like there may be one or two very dramatic people in your family, and this could be your in-laws, this could be your direct family, or your nuclear family. But it does feel like there's a little drama that you'd like to walk away from, and you're getting kind of tired of it. So what is above you is the Eight of Wands, and these can be great ideas shooting down from the heavens, but because it is upside down, it feels like you are prioritizing things, doing things one at a time till completion. It also feels like there may have been some projects either at work or at home that you thought were done. You know, if you're redoing the living room or something, or the bathroom, and you open up that final wall and you find a whole bunch of mold and rot and stuff like that. That's what this card kind of dictates. A project that you thought was done to completion is kind of added another layer. It's not really a problem. It's just an additional challenge for you. So this does feel like it may have to do with a home project or a work project. So something that you thought you had been released and been done with has reared its ugly head again. There's like one more thing till it has to be completed. And then you can start on the next idea, the next project. The King of Swords is here, and the kings are there to remind us to be in integrity. And if it is a person, this is usually an air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and it doesn't necessarily have to be someone in a male body. Swords are really about communication and intellectual, mental work, scientific things. So you may be called upon to teach someone something, be a mentor to someone. It does feel like it has started already. So this does feel like you've been asked to lend a hand and share some of your information. And this may be at work. Most likely it is at work. So it does feel like some of your higher skills are being honored. And that you are asked to communicate or to teach and possibly mentor someone else or even a group. So that does feel like that has started already. And the Wheel of Fortune, this is a 10 card. This is one of the higher cards, and it's a very lucky time for you. So it basically is to remind us to jump in and do those things that we've always wanted to do. It's a very lucky time. It feels like you have some extra angels on your On your side, you do have a number of the higher swords here, so this may be prompting you to have a very important conversation that you've been putting off, but it's a really lucky time to have those conversations, buy a lottery ticket, try something new that you've always wanted to do. So it does feel like your angels and luck are on your side. The Seven of Wands is here, and this kind of expands on what's going on here. There may be some tumultuous stuff going on. A Seven of Wands is kind of when you're feeling backed into the corner a little bit, and that kind of forced to make a decision that really doesn't feel comfortable with you. This does feel like something that's coming up. This may have something to do with the work dynamic or this project that isn't done, but it does feel like someone or some situation is kind of backing you into a corner, and you can disengage in that until you get your head straight, till you're ready to communicate what you need to communicate. But it does feel like a little bit of an emotional hostage situation for you. The Queen of Cups is here. Cups are our emotions. This Queen of Cup can be a water sign. That's a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It does feel like this is possibly a mentor. It does not have to be someone that is in a female body. It can be. And the Queen of Cups, she's really kind. She's really water driven. She goes with the flow. She's a visionary. She's also psychic and creative. So you may be checking in with someone that fits that description. And it does feel like expanding your intuition as well. This is there to remind you, Capricorn, to trust your own insights, your own abilities, and the information that comes, to the top of your head, to trust yourself. But you may be called to lend a hand or take the higher road in a situation. So that she usually stands for creative endeavors if it's not a person. The Queen of Cups also can be a love card, opening up your heart a little farther. If you are currently in a relationship, this is probably there to remind you to look at how you love, and you may be able to change some things or open your heart or trust your intuition a little bit more and put down the fear around love, Capricorn. The Six of Swords is here, and that encourages us to just float a little bit before communicating, collect information before making a decision. It also can indicate planning for a trip, or taking some leisure time to just get out of the hustle and bustle. So the Six of Swords just kind of reminds us to wait a little bit, to float a little bit. And you don't have to rush to judgment. You don't have to rush to make a decision just because it's on somebody else's time frame. It is on this direct line, so it does feel like you're being pressured a little bit to engage in something that's uncomfortable. So disengage for a little bit, float a little bit until you make your decision that feels right for you, sweet Capricorn. The Knight of Wands is here, and this is kind of like the opposition. The wands or knights are all about motion. Wands are about fire. Now, this may be a person, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries for you. It does feel like this Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries may be involved in the pressure here of making a decision, or forcing you to compromise in some way, maybe a little bit of manipulation. This feels like somebody that is kind of accustomed to manipulating people, and that really doesn't work. So this may be the conversation you might be having to have with all these swords showing up right here, to being integrity and let them know your true feelings, because it does look like you're stuffing them down. This could be work related. This also could be interpersonal in this family dynamic that we were looking at here. So don't be afraid to step up and with love and kindness say what you need to say. But the Knight kind of demands motion, which is really interesting. On the it's what comes right on top of the hang in there and think about what you want to say. So get your thoughts straight. Have your agenda in your mind, because this person likes to throw you a curveball, it feels like. And usually wands, if it doesn't stand for a person, it's all about a good news about work or activity or positive change, can be travel. So this is right above this as well. So with each Capricorn, I know it's going to be a little different, so take whichever scenario works for you. But this is what it's feeling like. Is some communication is very necessary. Get your words straight, get your thoughts straight, and then present it with love and kindness to this very manipulative, demanding person. So the star is here above. This is usually an honoring, taking something from your head and manifesting it into the physical world. It does feel like that. This project that you've been working on, you will be honored for it. You will get accolades for it, and you may be even honored financially if it has something to do with work. But it does look like things will calm down for you towards the end of June, probably beginning of July, after these very important conversations have taken place, Capricorn. So the star is there to remind you of all of the wonderful things that you've done, and you've done this with humility, so it feels like something might come out of left field, being honoring for something that comes very natural to you and doesn't feel like it's a burden or something special. It's just what you do because you have a good work ethic, or you have integrity around your family. So it feels like it's a surprise honoring for you. The Queen of Swords is here, and she's the great communicator. If it is a person, if it is a person, it will be an air sign. That's Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But the Queen of Swords, she's there. She's socially prominent. She encourages us to speak with authority and honorability. She is a leader, so it does look like you will be called to kind of have some important speaks in order to change some dynamics that are happening interpersonally, or change some dynamics that are happening at work. You may be a leader of your team at work, and there needs to be some conversations happening about either improving productivity, changing behaviors, or either a more positive way of communicating. But it looks like you are kind of being asked to lead that communication and kind of forge through on those changes. The Three of Cups is over here, and the Three of Cups is all about jubilation and celebration. Start accepting those invitations to barbecues. Start accepting those invitations for social activities. Join a bowling league, something like that. But get out and about a little bit more. It looks like you've been doing a lot of physical work, either at home or at work. But it does look like it's time to celebrate this beautiful weather. We're having a heat wave over here on the Western Hemisphere. I am in California now, and it does not get to 100 degrees where I am, and it has been triple digits for the last couple of days. So that kind of encourages us to get out there, enjoy the sun, but hydrate. But the Three of Cups is kind of find your joy again. Find your good times. And we know you have a great work ethic, Capricorn, but now it's time to really get a little frivolous, enjoy yourself, and find your smile. So that's your general reading, Capricorn, for the month of June. Oh, look at this. I am going to throw a couple of these. They're ethereal vision cards. Throw another one. I just really was attracted to the colors. So Council of Light and Keeper of the Earth. Well, you are an earth sign, so Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. So it does remind you have your angels on your side, even though you've been kind of forced to be in this leadership position that's a little uncomfortable. You have your angels on your side, and you have very wise counsel on the physical plane too. So don't be afraid to ask for help if you need to. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand by your side. So that is also a reminder that you are not alone on this journey. And just to keep forging through. You may be asked to have some difficult conversations this month. So realize you're not alone in this, and ask for help if you need it.